Hello, this book is called From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons. I like this author. She writes really good science books. So if you like science books, you might want to check out some other books by Gail Gibbons. Here's the title page. You see here's the title and the author. Most plants make seeds. A seed contains the beginning of a new plant. This says tulip, daisy, rose, pea, buttercup, corn. Seeds are different shapes, sizes, and colors. All seeds grow into the same kind of plant that made them. So here's a sunflower seed. It will grow a sunflower. And here is an oak tree. It's an acorn that will grow into an oak tree. Many plants grow flowers. Flowers are where most seeds begin. Here's a zinnia, an apple tree, dandelion, aster. A flower is made up of many parts. At the bottom of the pistil are tiny egg cells called ovules. Here's a sepal. Here's a stem. The parts of the flower around the pistils are the stamens. So they're labeling all of this. So here's the stamen. Here's the pistil. It's the center of the flower. The sticky part at the top of the pistil is the stigma. Here's the petal. The pretty part, the pink part is the petal. And stamens, these little part right here, make yellow powder called pollen. Remember we learned about that in the bee book? That bees need pollen, so that's right here in the flower. Before a seed can begin to grow, a grain of pollen from the stamen must land on the stigma at the top of the pistil of a flower like itself. This is called pollination. Remember we talked about how bees do pollination when they move the pollen? Pollination happens in different ways. Often wind blows pollen from flower to flower. So the wind can do it too. Bees, other insects, and hummingbirds help pollinate too. While they visit flowers for their sweet juice called nectar, pollen rubs onto their bodies. Then they carry the pollen to another flower where it comes off onto its pistil. Look at all the nice labeling in this book. If a pollen grain from a flower lands on the pistil of the same kind of flower, it grows a long tube through the pistil into an ovule. This is the beginning of a seed. The seeds grow inside the flower even as the flower begins to die. As the seeds become bigger, a fruit or pod grows around them. The fruit or pod protects the seed. When the fruit or pod ripens, it breaks open. The seeds are ready to become new plants. Some seeds fall to the ground around the base of the plant where they will grow. Okay, so they just fall straight. What it means by the base of the plant, it means it falls straight down. It's right underneath the plant. That's the base. Some pods or fruits open and the seeds pop out. Sometimes when birds eat berries, they drop the seeds. Other seeds fall into streams, ponds, rivers, or the ocean. Therefore, they travel on the water until they stick to dirt along a shore. The wind scatters seeds. Some seeds have fluff on them that lets them float to the ground like tiny parachutes. Others have wings that fly as they fall. These ones are really fun to play with. Animals help scatter seeds too. They hide acorns and nuts in the ground. Some seeds have hooks that stick to the fur of animals or people's clothes. Later they drop off into the ground. You guys all have goat heads? We have goat heads in the desert. So that's what they do. Remember, you know how they stick to your shoes so that the seeds can travel. A flower bed or vegetable garden is beautiful. Seeds are planted to grow in the gardens. The seeds come in small envelopes or boxes. Directions explain how to plant the seeds and care for the plants. The beginning of a plant is curled up inside each seed. Food is stored inside the seed too. The seed has a seed coat on the outside to protect it. A seed will not sprout until certain things happen. First, it must be on or in the soil. Then it needs rain to soak the seed and soften its seed coat. When the sun shines and warms the ground, the seed coat breaks open and the seeds begin to grow. This is called germination. A root grows down into the soil. The root takes in water and minerals from the soil for food. Up grows a shoot. Green leaves grow up from the shoot toward the sun. Do you see this? Usually we do this in class. I'm kind of sad you guys are missing this year because you can see the roots starting to grow out of the seed and then the little sprout coming out. The plant grows bigger and bigger. The leaves make food for the plant from the water and minerals in the soil, the sunlight and the air all around the plant. Finally, the plant is full grown. Buds on the plant open into flowers where new seeds will grow. Oh my goodness, is that a cycle just like we learned about with the ladybugs and butterflies? I think it is. Many of the foods people eat are seeds, fruits, and pods. They are full of nutrition, vitamins, and minerals, and they are tasty too. Oh my goodness, I eat a lot of these things. Do you guys eat these things? Apples and carrots and corn, and tomatoes, pumpkins, rice. All of those grow out of those plants. Well, guys, I think it would be really awesome for you guys to try to plant some seeds while you're at home. I'm going to see if maybe I can get some seeds too, but if not, if you already have some at home, it'd be really neat if you could try to plant some seeds maybe in a cup, or if you put a seed inside of a wet paper towel and put it in a Ziploc bag and tape it to the window, it can start to grow. That's what we do in class a lot of times. If you have any questions about that, I would be happy to explain it more. Just send me a message and we could talk about it.